Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing alright. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. I'll apologise at first if you can hear my fan in the background. It's quite muggy and stuffy here today. So we've got that in the background, so I hope you can't hear that too much, or if you can, I do apologise. Right, I'm not going to take too long to do this video because unfortunately my battery on my phone is on its way out. So yeah, worstest time ever it can go. So it's going to be my finished pages. It's going to be the end of July finished pages. So I've coloured in about 9 books this month and I've completed 20 pages. I haven't completed any books and I haven't got any empties. So without further ado, we'll crack on with it. So the first book, now this book, my friend inspired me to colour in this because I'll go around often on a Wednesday for a brew and a catch up, and she was colouring in a Lines, Dots and Spirals, a horror book, and I was like, oh god, I've got that book at home, but I haven't coloured in it for ages. So it inspired me to get mine out. So I'll show you what I did in here. Now I only did one picture out of here. I did start another one, so that will be in the end of August to finish pages, but the one I did was here. Now this is from The Ring. Now it was so funny because I was colouring this before you could see what the picture was, and my husband said, oh god, looks like it could be coming out of something like The Ring. And funnily enough it was. Now I've started this one here, and yeah, I've only done 2 lines, so we're not going to see that one at the moment, but that one will be in August finished pages. So that's Horrors, Creatures, Dots, Lines and Spirals, and thank you to my friend for inspiring me to get this book out again, and it will be in August finishes. So next we've got Stained Glass Mosaic Cozy Spaces by Senong. In this has 100 designs and it's got mosaic, lines and stained glass pictures. It's got some samples at the back of some of the pictures inside. Now I got this book after watching Sparkle, no, and it was some YouTube channel that I'd watched, and I quite liked the idea of the book, so I went ahead and ordered it, and I treated myself to this one. So in here I did this one of the cat, I did the one of the chair. Now I wasn't sure if these white spaces were supposed to be left just white, so I didn't colour them because I didn't want to colour it in if it wasn't supposed to be coloured. So I just left them blank, and I did this one. And I really enjoyed these pictures. It was really nice, fun to do. I used my miscellaneous alcohol markers to colour these ones in. And yeah, we've got that one next. I might use some of my colouring pens next and see what they look like with that. I could even use pencils in this. So yeah, super lovely book. Absolutely love that one. So that's Stained Glass Mosaic Cozy Spaces by Senong. So the next one is, it's an old one, it's Art Animal Stencils, One Colour Relaxation, and this was by Sun Life Drawing, and I'm sure this book is from 2020. It might be as old as that. No, to 2019, so it's even older than that. And the one that I did in here, I just did it plain black. I used just a plain black alcohol permanent marker to do this one because I was just testing out the thin barrel marker with this just to see how it did in this one, and I think it turned out okay, especially for just one colour colouring, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, so that is One Colour Relaxation Art Animal Stencil by Sun Life Drawing. So the next one is Les Grands Classiques Tome 2 Disney by Hatchet Heroes, and this is the older version that I've got. The newer versions, they've actually got like the front picture on that part down there, where these ones are the older version, because I've had this for a couple of years now. But I don't colour in them a lot because these require a lot of colours, and sometimes you just can't get them. So I did this one here. I went way off with the colours on this one because I just could not get the colours for it. But I like how it turned out. I think it was pretty much just super tips for that. And then I did this one here. And again, yeah, background was alright and I'm pleased with that bit. But this bit, yeah, totally way off colours for that. But to be fair, they still did turn out okay. They didn't turn out too bad. So yeah, out my Disney books, this is one that I'm using as a project book now. So that is Lestrange Classics Tome 2 Disney by Hatchet Heroes. So the next one, I bought this off Vinted. I loved the idea of this, and I've got the Languo acrylic gel pen set. I think it's the 168, the very thin barrel ones, and I wanted to try it in these, a Cozy Home, and I absolutely love them. Now the picture took quite a while to do. It did take me a while, however I thoroughly enjoyed it, and this was how it turned out. I think, to be honest, this has to be my favourite picture this month. Yeah, this picture was completely coloured in using Languo acrylic gel pens, the thin barrels, and I really liked how it turned out. Now this bit, the snow here, this was supposed to be a very light blue, and I had that blue, but I wondered what it would look like if I used a metallic silver. So that's what I did. I used the metallic silver instead, and that turned out absolutely fantastic. I love how it turned out. I really do love it, and I can't wait to do some more pictures in here using the same gel pens. When I bought the book, I looked at the back and I looked at the pictures that were inside it, and the real proper cozy pictures that will be lovely to colour in autumn and in winter as well, especially with those gel pens. So yeah, absolutely loved it. So that's Cozy Home 40 Colorized Mysteries, and that's by Design and Tolora. Now I know there's quite a few books in this series. I've only got this one because it was on Vinted. I may very well get some more of these depending on how they turned out. But yeah, my favourite, definitely my favourite book of the month. So yeah, I was on a one colour, I fancied doing some one colouring, so I did this one. This is One Colour Autumn Edition by Still and Slow. I have said before, unfortunately you can't get Still and Slow books from Amazon, not this company. You do have to go on the website, and they're not the most budget friendlier books. However, you can get one colour colouring books on Amazon, but some of them are a bit hit and miss. Some might be good quality, some might be questionable. But these ones, like I said, they aren't the most budget friendly, but they are of good quality with nice thick paper. Now these ones, they are double-sided, however the paper is pretty much cardstock. Now I would not use alcohol marks in these because they would still go through, but I just used like black pen to do these, and I did this one, which I liked, and I did this one of the car, and I did two in there. I absolutely love this book. Now I've done quite a few in here. I've done quite a few pictures. I've still got quite a bit to go. I won't be colouring any more in this until September now, because obviously with being an autumn book, I think this would be a perfect book to colour in during the autumn months, so I'm going to save this one. However, I saw one selling one of these books by Still and Slow, which is Ocean Edition on Vinted. So I snapped that up. So as soon as that comes through, I'll definitely be doing some out of that book. So that is One Colour Autumn Edition by Still and Slow. So we've got 3 books left, and we've got Kawaii Christmas by Colour Questopia. Yeah, I know Christmas, but it's Christmas in July. So I thought I'd do a picture out of here. And I used alcohol markers to do this one. I thought it was super cute. Now for this bit here where I've left it white, 18, it required a really light blue colour. And I thought I didn't fancy colouring the whole thing in blue. So what I did was, I'm not going to show if you can tell on camera, so I just outlined everything around here in like a light blue to give it a bit of a snowy effect. And I quite like how I did that. It worked out well, so that's what I did. And I also got a white gel pen and added a little bit of snow at the top here, and I also put some snowflakes in the sky there. So yeah, I only did one picture out of here, like I said, for Christmas in July. This will be a book that I'm working in November and December. But I thought, I've had this for a while, 2022, so it's not as old as some of the others, but yeah, I thought I'll get a picture done in that. So that's Kawaii Christmas by Colour Questopia. Get me words out. So we've got Star Mosaic, Book 4 by the Belber family. Now again, this was another inspiration from my friend to get my Belber family books out, my Star Mosaics, because I think she's got the latest one. She's done a lot of pictures in that, so I got one of mine out and I just went to town with the pictures. So I did this one, and I just used my miscellaneous. Sorry about that, guys, for some reason my camera cut out. So anyway, yeah, I did that one. I'm gonna be quick with this now in case it's my battery. I did this one, and I did that one with my miscellaneous alcohol markers. So that was Star Mosaic, Book 4 by the Belber family. And the last book is Sweetest Balloons by Alice Mills Publishing. And I did a few out of here. I did this one. And I did this one. Did quite a few out of here. I'm going quicker now because of my phone being temperamental. That one. I did quite a few out of here, can you tell? That one. And the last one I did in here was this one. I was feeling in a floaty mood and I fancied colouring in one of these books. So yeah, that is what I did there. And all these bits of paper are going everywhere. So that's it, guys. That's what I coloured for the month of July. Now I will try and get a end of the month August pages out, but I'm not promising, because if my phone is starting to play up and the battery is starting to go, I'm going to have to get that sorted. No, I'm not going to keep you in case this cuts out again. So I'm going to say, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please feel free to press that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. And until next time, I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now, guys. Bye.